Man-machine interface. Well, what does that expression mean? It depends on one's experience. We can have paper tape, or magnetic tape, or punched cards. Now, normally in such a system, we would input information via a keyboard or a teleprinter. We use touch wires. This is the display. The computer writes data on the screen. These are the touch wires. The computer recognizes the touch of the operator's finger on the wire. Let's look at a simple program. The computer labels the wires 0 to 9 and next. We can now input data to the computer by touching the appropriate wire, and the computer can write it back again on the screen. 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Touching the wire labeled next shows that the computer can label the wires alphabetically, or by special symbols, or by words. By suitable programming, such a versatile system is capable of application to many apparently different problems. We have chosen the following examples to illustrate this. Any business relies on the proper control of stock for efficiency. A storeman is in charge of a large number of difficult transactions. Stock comes in and goes out. Stock lingers and shortages occur. And even with computer backing, it is essential that he should have at his fingertips a display of the current operation. The demonstration we will give is a simple one. We have a storeman, his display, data displayed on it, the touch wires. The computer has labeled the touch wires as follows: list, code, low. The touch wires operate on release, and this wire is programmed to reset. List gives us access to a list of components. Code enables us to call them down by code reference, and low gives us access to a low list. Let us look at our list further. Transistors, resistors, capacitors, and diodes. Resistors. R code, the value of the component. Next, and we see the next page. Reset. We will call down one by code reference. Code. AA 1 00 1. Execute or reject. We shall execute. Further details on the component. Its code. The item. Value 101 in stock. Critical quantity 8. Store position as a geographic location. A typical transaction would involve removing, say, 50 components from stock. Add, subtract, or reject. We will subtract. 51 remaining. Store position as a geographic location once more. Reset. Code. AA 1 001. Execute. The same component. Removal of a further 50 components will put this, with one remaining, on the low list. AA 1 001. Further facilities can be added as desired. For instance, code AB 1000. Execute. This code is not listed. Now, that very simple demonstration shows how we can bring a transaction like stock control truly online and give not just the storeman but his superiors realistic information about their business. Let's look at something else. One situation which is of vital importance is the control of aircraft. Before entering controlled airspace, a flight plan must be filed giving details of the route. This time, the touch wires are labelled by the call signs of aircraft in the sector. DANIP, touch the wire, calls down the flight plan of the aircraft and relabels the touch wires. We see the type of aircraft, the cleared flight level, the attitude. This example shows a Viscount at a cleared flight level of 15,000 feet, westbound. It had left Costa at 38 minutes past the hour, and is due in Clacton at 59 minutes past the hour. A typical transaction would be the alteration of cleared flight level. Cleared flight level, numerals, the amend bar. To say, for instance, in this case, 120. I can now write this into the flight plan in the computer. The computer instantly recognizes an operator error.
Hello. Ah, Johnson.
Running an efficient organization isn't easy for the man behind the desk. He is subject to many pressures. He requires fast access to information. Policy changes need implementation, and day-to-day adjustments are required. Many businesses use data processing equipment, and many use computers. Give the man behind the desk direct access to the computer via a display, and some of his communication problems could be solved. For instance, the same computer, the same display, a different program. I was a storeman, now I'm a manager. Quick promotion. Information has been fed in relating to the business objectives of various collieries. I may want to see, on a per colliery basis, the total output, the operating profit, and the output per man shift for A, or B, or C, or E. I may want to gauge the cumulative effect of these by adding A to B to D to E. The advantages there were fairly obvious. The manager can review the situation in his own office. He can simulate possible courses of action without disturbing normal routine. Our demonstration has gone some way towards indicating the versatility of the display system. Many other facilities are available. We've shown how data can be transmitted rapidly and accurately to an operator, eliminating delays and frustrations. The touch wires enable interrogation and instruction. The link between man and his computer is complete.